Good morning, dear learners. I welcome. Sorry. I welcome you all on behalf of IGNOU Regional Center Mumbai in this induction meeting, which is being organized for the learners of July 2020 session. The regional center is aware that as we all know, that this is the first induction meeting being organized for the BSW learners. Now the syllabus has also got changed from the as compared to the previous year. The university has now adopted choice-based credit system for offering a BSW program as well. Induction meeting is the beginning of your journey in IGNOU system. That is why it is very important for the learners to attend the induction meeting and get to know about all the activities which you all have to perform during these 3 years. So all the details will be given. Especially today, we have the program coordinator of BSWG program, Dr. Santini Guin, ma'am. Madam, I welcome you on behalf of IGNOU Regional
Good.
Center Mumbai and all the learners. Now, before I invite ma'am for her guidance to the learners, I request our regional director, Dr. E. Krishna Rao sir, for his initial remarks and presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will take only just 5 to 10 minutes since we have invited Dr. Saintani, who is the program coordinator of this BSW, and also this is specifically we are organizing for this BSW students ke liye only. That's why I'm at outset. At outset, I congratulate you all for registering with the Indira Gandhi National Open University for July 2020 academic cycle. And as you are all aware, I feel proud to inform you that Indira Gandhi National Open University is one of the largest university in the world, particularly related to the open distance learning. And also recently we have accredited A++ grade, which is the highest one by the NAC. Recently we got that one. That is all with the support of and all the academic support of the faculty, administrative and academic staff, and the students of the Indira Gandhi National Open University only. It was possible with all your support. It has been achieved. And now coming to this induction meeting, where induction meeting immediately after completion of your registration, we used to organize the induction meeting where the students are new to this system. So far you are all experienced with the conventional mode of the education where the instructional system is entirely different. The conventional mode of the education is mostly teacher-centric based one, whereas in the open distance learning, it is a learner-centric based approach we are adopting here. And the instruction system also, we adopt the multimedia approach. Multimedia approach, it is a blended approach we adopt that consists of the print material as well as the audio video material also included. The students are more connected through the ICT in the open distance learning, whereas in the conventional mode you all have to go to the classroom and you have to meet your teacher and you have to attend the classes every day. But whereas here your and the teacher are separated by the physical distance. However, you are connected through the ICT, information and communication technology. That is the your study material, or otherwise our counseling sessions, face-to-face counseling sessions, or the audio video counseling sessions organized through Gyan Darshan 2, that is the 24 hours educational channel, and the Gyan Dhara, that is online radio. And nowadays during this COVID-19 pandemic time, we are organizing even the counseling sessions through Facebook live sessions also we are organizing. and the different media we are adapting for providing the student support services. These are the changes that comparative to your conventional mode of education, where in the open distance learning, it is a different approach, but on the other hand, we maintain the quality. The degrees and the diplomas issued by the Indira Gandhi National Open University is recognized by all the nodal agencies in the India and the abroad also. UGC, AICTE, NCTE, like this type of the nodal agencies, all the recognized our degrees and diplomas. And it is a central university, directly under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. That's why there is no doubt about this one. At the same time, the quality also, whatever related to the academic as well as the support services, we maintain it. That's why IGNOU got every year 3 million students are joining in the different programs. And related to your counseling as well as the support services, the study center, whatever you are all have been allotted KJ Somaya College as your study center, that is your first contact point. You have to approach the study center. If the doubts or your issues are not clear, you have to approach the regional center. The regional center all the time available, and we are all here to support you. You can visit our IGNOU website, ignou.ac.in periodically, and also our regional center website, rcmumbai.ignou.ac.in. You have to visit, and also if you are having any issues, you can send the email to rcmumbai@ignou.ac.in. And don't depend much on the phone calls. Regional Center Mumbai is organizing every Friday E-Shiksha Ki Baat Regional Director ke saath program. There is a speak with your regional director. There is a student grievance redressal drive, online one, like this Google Meet we used to organize. Anyhow, our staff will show you the link also. Link is permanent link. It is available in our RC website that you can see. And the other important thing is you are all joined for this July 2020 academic cycle. Anyhow, maybe you may say my admission has been confirmed by the December, or my admission has been confirmed by the November. Someone will say I have taken the admission in the month of the July, but my classes, when it is going to be start, how I have to study, like this. These are all the doubts maybe students are having. One thing you all have to understand, in the open distance learning, and particularly in our university, once your admission is confirmed, that day onwards, your activities has been started. That you have to understand, because of it is a learner-centric approach, where the student has to take initiative. In the conventional mode of the education, where the teacher will tell you everything, you have to write the assignments, you have to attend the classes, you have to read that paragraph, you have to read that book, like that they used to tell. Because of that is all the college level, where the students, they're all having the minimum knowledge. They need more guidance. If you see in the open distance learning, it is adult education, where you are all having the knowledge. You all have joined, you are all working professions. Maybe now the profile little changed. In the beginning, all are working people only join in the open distance learning. But now the trend has been changed. Even the young graduates also joining. Their percentage also increased. But what I mean to say, the information we will provide everything. Once you take in the admission, you should go through our website. In our website, there is information related to your study material. Some of the students might have opted the soft copy of the study material and got the 15% of the concession. Such type of the students will not get any hard copy. And even in our website also, we have given the point to check your study material status. Suppose someone has opted the hard copy, where your study material, when you are going to receive, that type of the updates also we are giving. And the soft copy is available in our egyancourse.ac.in. You have to start reading of that one. Don't wait for the hard copy. Hard copy will take some time. The students will get by end of this month or the maybe next month, first week, directly from the Delhi, you will receive to your postal address. But the day when your admission has been confirmed, you should go through the study material. That is the first step. Second one is, even our website we have uploaded the assignment questions. That assignment questions also available in the website. You can go to the student zone. There the downloads also you can see, or otherwise directly in the Google search you can type IGNOU assignments. You will get the link webservices.ignou.ac.in. There you can find, you have to see the July 2020 assignments. Read the study material. While going to the study material, if you get any doubts, you make the point there. You underline such type of the concepts which are not clear. We have given the margin left side to underline or to note such type of the difficult concepts or difficult formulas or difficult information where you need more elaboration, where you need more clarity. Such type of the points you can note down while going through the study material, and you prepare your own notes, and at the same time you can see the assignment questions and start writing of your assignments, handwritten assignments. You start writing of that one. That day onwards you have to start, but don't wait till the induction meeting or till the someone will say what to do, when to do, because we all uploaded already induction meeting. There are 15-16 induction meetings we have conducted. That all the videos we have uploaded in our YouTube channel, RC Mumbai. You have to remember IGNOU main website as well as the RC Mumbai website. That two are the very important one. You will get all the information. We upload all the information. Nobody is going to send you the email or nobody is going to send you the SMS. But of course, as a practice, we are sending. But now we are all in the technical world where everyone is having the smartphone and all the having the internet facility. But you are all in the cosmopolitan city where the Mumbai you are all in. Then you can have the facility to access the information. That you make it. You all joined in the July 2020 academic cycle. You are all going to submit your assignments in the month of the April month or the May month first week that we will give the time. And your examinations are going to be held in the month of June 2021. For that purpose, you start working on that one. Your counseling sessions also, some of the online counseling sessions we are going to organize from the next month onwards. February month onwards, though examinations are going on one side, since you are the first year students, your sessions we will conduct from the February first week onwards. We are going to conduct. While going through the study material, if you get any doubts, that all the doubts will be cleared in the counseling sessions. Don't expect any line by line or the paragraph wise explanation in the counseling sessions. They adapt only the interaction method or the discussion method. No lecture method will be adapted in the counseling sessions. That's why it is called as a counseling. Counseling is a mixing of tutoring and the guidance. There they will guide you. At the same time, whatever the doubts you are having, that will be cleared. More discussion. The counseling session should be more live one. You go with the one book and you sit, you are expecting the teacher, the counselors, academic counselors explain every point. No, you are all the adult. You please go through the study material. The doubts will be cleared in the counseling sessions. That's why limited counseling sessions only will be organized. Attendance in the theory counseling sessions is not compulsory one. I request, however, you can attend the sessions. These are all the information, and the assignments also you can submit. Handwritten assignments are the handwritten, and you can use any type of the paper except color paper. As per the schedule, you have to submit. That assignments should be handwritten. Now the our Honorable Vice Chancellor has directed all the regional centers to accept the scanned copies, because of due to COVID-19, students cannot travel and there is no facilities also. That's why we accept the scanned copies of the handwritten assignments. For that purpose, we have created the Google link. That link will be provided to you in the month of the March. Last week, we will provide you the link. More than this, university is working on centralized online assignment submission portal. Maybe by end of this month or the next month, it will come into the activation. If it come into the access, directly you can submit through that portal. No need of any link also. University is a centralized assignment submission portal. We are making it. You can make use of that one. No need to, once you submit the scanned copy in the portal or the link, no need to submit any hard copy. No need to submit any hard copy. But one thing I am telling, the typed assignments will not be accepted. Assignment should be handwritten. Once you submit the assignments in the month of April, you can fill the examination form. April or the May, April month May it starts. That is also through online. You can submit online examination form. Comfortably, you can write your examination in the month of the June 2021. Suppose someone is not comfortable to write the examination in the June 2021, you can skip that session and you can write the examinations in the December 2021. However, you all have to do the re-registration. That is, the re-registration is nothing but the registration for the second year. In the month of the April or the May, you all have to do the re-registration. That is also through online. That means first year now you have registered. Second year ke liye also you have to register again. That is the second year. And third year ke liye you have to do in the April, May 2022. That is the third year. Then you can complete within the minimum period. You all also should remember, previously there was other facilities. Now your minimum period is 3 years, maximum period is 6 years. Within this 6 years time, you have to complete your program. Otherwise, all your efforts will be wasted. We are giving the flexibility. As I told, June examinations, you can skip and you can write in the December. But whereas the re-registration also, you can skip for the July session to again January session, you can do it. But the program should be completed. The program should be completed within the maximum period. Otherwise, all your efforts will be wasted. You please remember, you submit the assignments as per the schedule, fill the online examination form as per the schedule, attend the counseling sessions as per the schedule. The schedule also will be sent to all the students through email, and even we upload in our RC website, rcmumbai.igno.ac.in. For the benefit of the students, we have created one single window tab. That is the e-Shiksha tab. If you see in the home page of our website, you can see that icon. If you click that icon, you will get all the information. And also, regional center is organizing Friday e-Shiksha ke baad regional director ke saath meetings. You can attend that one. And further, if you are still having any issues and the problems, you can send the email to rcmumbai@igno.ac.in. I request all the students, no need to take any tension related to your studies in the IGNO. It is your university, it is our university, it is a total nation university. That's why IGNO called as a people's university. You please remember, at any issue related to your academics, you can approach us. And I'm stopping here. I once again thank to all my regional center staff and the students, and especially Dr. Sainthani, who accepted our invitation and agreed to give the presentation to the students about the program. I wish you all the best. Anyhow, I will be also in the meeting after her presentation. If any individual queries, also we will take up. No need to worry. Please listen, Dr. Sainthani, about the program. Thank you, one and all. Madam, Dr. Sainthani, I request you, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Rao, sir. This is a good thing that you organized this induction meeting. I would like to share my screen. Present now. Is it visible?
No screen.
Is it visible now?
Now it is sharing.
Right. So, welcome, learners. I am Shantanu Guin. I am in the School of Social Work, IGNOU. And before I start the details about the BSWG program for which you have all taken admission, let me give you a brief overview about Indira Gandhi National Open University. You should be proud that you are now part of a mega university. So you should know how it is located globally and in India. So the main headquarters of IGNOU is here in New Delhi. And in this IGNOU headquarters at New Delhi, Maidangari, there are several schools of studies and several divisions. So among the schools of studies, one school is School of Social Work. School of Social Work has developed this BSWG program, which you have all enrolled for. And the other divisions, there are several divisions. Some of them are the MPDD, material production, who will be sending you the study material. One division is SED, Student Evaluation Division, who organizes your results. And another division is the Regional Services Division. So Regional Services Division coordinates with all the regional centers. So regional centers are spread across the country. Throughout the country, there are several regional centers, and you are associated now with Mumbai Regional Center. Now, regional centers coordinate the study centers. So there are several study centers under one regional center. So as I would make out that you are learners of KG Somaiya College. So you are situated here. Your point of contact is the study center. And if you are not getting any kind of help, then you should always approach the regional center. As Sir already explained about academic counseling sessions. So academic counseling sessions are organized at the study center level. So academic counselors, what do? They will call you for certain classes, but these are not the conventional kind of classes where they will select a topic and give you lectures. These are not like that in IGNOU, in open distance learning mode. You have to read the study materials, and in case you have any question, you can go attend the studies and academic counseling sessions and clarify your doubts. So academic counseling sessions are not mandatory for you to attend in the study centers for theory papers, but in BSWG program, you have 6 components of fieldwork. Now for fieldwork, you need to do, it is a field activity where you have to go to the field, like there are several settings and there are several NGOs, which I will be describing it here. For that, study center will allot you supervisors, fieldwork supervisors. They are also academic counselors. Fieldwork supervisors will guide you for your fieldwork throughout your program of study. So you have to be in contact with fieldwork supervisor for your fieldwork practicum. So this is important. So attendance for fieldwork is mandatory, both in the field and for the individual conferences or meeting with supervisors. Now, the BSW program, we already had it since 2004. Now it is revised and it is called BSWG. So the total number of credits is 132. Let me here clarify that although we are following the credit of 132 in total, BSWG is not following the CBCS pattern because UGC has not prescribed any syllabus for BSW program. But keeping in uniformity with the university, IGNOU University norms, we will be following the patterns of CBCS as regards to exams, assignments, etc. So eligibility, you all know 10+2. We are currently offering the program in the medium of English and Hindi. And the duration is minimum 3 years, and there is a provision to complete the program in maximum 6 years. Fee you have paid, and you know the fee structure as of now, but fee it gets revised from time to time, and it is notified in the IGNOU website. So there are two components, as I said, 72 credits of theory courses and 60 credits of fieldwork practicum. These are the 11 theory courses, each of 6 credits. It is spread across 6 semesters or 3 years during the course. I'll be explaining it to you this semester wise. Now fieldwork components are 6. So there are 6 semesters in 3 years, and each semester is having 1 fieldwork practicum. Fieldwork practicum means doing 25 days of fieldwork, and it is conducted under the guidance of a professionally qualified social worker. So these people are approved by IGNOU. So you have to do your fieldwork under fieldwork supervisors who study centers allot you, or who you get the contact from regional center. Generally, the coordinator of the study center will provide you with an approved guide. Now, it is mandatory that you finish your fieldwork practicum of first semester before you start the fieldwork of second semester. Similarly, it is applicable for the consecutive semesters. So you have to first finish the previous fieldwork of the previous semester, and then you can go on to do the next semester fieldwork. But you may appear for term and examination without completing your fieldwork practicum. That relaxation is given in the ODL mode. Coming to the semester-wise distribution, so you have all taken admission in July 2020. So in the first semester, there is a language course, one Hindi or English. It is an option for you to choose one. And then BSW 121, professional social work and its values. And then the fieldwork practicum, which is BSWL 104. I will be explaining the fieldwork practicums in the next slides. In the second semester, there are 2 theory papers and 1 practicum papers. So we have talked about assignments. Now, assignments are mandatory in all the theory papers. So you have to submit the assignments on time to fill up the examination forms to appear for exams. For social work practicum or the field work, there is no assignment. There you will be getting a book where you will be provided with spaces to write the fieldwork report. So I will be showing you one example of that book. Third semester, again, there are 2 theory courses of 6 credits, and fieldwork practicum is of 10 credit. Fourth semester also, social work in family setting, public health and HIV/AIDS is 2 theory paper, and then the practicum. Again, fifth semester, 2 theory papers. Now, in this revised version, we have included research as one of the paper in BSW level. So research methods in social work is one of the main component. And again, the fieldwork practicum. Again, the sixth semester also, similarly, 2 theory papers and 1 practicum. Now, let us come to now the fieldwork part, because theory portion you can study at your own pace, you can submit the assignments, clarify your doubts at the academic counseling sessions, appear for exams. Mostly students face problem in the fieldwork practicum. So you have to understand that fieldwork, there are three levels. You have to, as a student, you have to be in touch with your fieldwork supervisor. And again, you have to go to the fieldwork setting. Fieldwork setting could be any non-government organization, any government organization. Setting, I will be explaining. There are several settings, health settings, school settings. I will come to that. Now, let us start with the first social work practicum of the first semester. BSWL 104 is in the first semester. So here the total number of fieldwork days is 25. This 25 days includes 5 individual conferences. Now, what are individual conferences? I told you that it is mandatory to do your fieldwork under the supervision of a fieldwork supervisor. Whatever discussion you have with your supervisor regarding your fieldwork is called individual conference. And you have to write report based on your meeting with your fieldwork supervisor. So there is space provided in the fieldwork journal BSWL 104, where you will have to write 5 minimum individual conferences where you will be discussing. In the conferences, you will be discussing with your supervisor where to do fieldwork, how to do fieldwork, how to apply methods, how to do the practical aspect. If you are facing any kind of problem in the field, you have to explain it to your supervisor. This kind of guidance you have to take. It is not that you go to any NGO of your choice, do your fieldwork, write the report and submit at the end. No, that will not be accepted because there is no supervision. So supervision is very important, and after writing the report, you will have to show it to your fieldwork supervisor, and he will sign there, give their comments, and you have to follow those comments to do the next fieldwork. Now, in the first semester, we have included 20 orientation visits in 20 different fieldwork settings. So why 20? Because we want you to have knowledge about the various different kinds of settings in social work. So when I talk about fieldwork settings, as I said, there are health settings. You may like to visit hospitals, community health centers, primary health centers, clinics. There are correctional settings, prisons, police stations, juvenile justice systems, training schools, parole services. Of course, to do orientation visit in correctional settings, you need permission, written permission from the concerned authorities, and your supervisor will help you in getting those. Otherwise, you can choose any other open setting, health setting. Then we also have several departments, social welfare departments, education department, health departments, municipal offices, panchayat offices. So you have to visit those places, and then you have to write an elaborate report on that. Education settings will include schools, colleges, non-formal adult education institutions. Then we have several homes for the destitute, disaster afflicted, refugees, migrants. We also have homes for weaker sections like women, children, beggars, elderly. There are several community services which are organized by the NGOs, non-governmental organization. So you can also visit those. De-addiction and rehabilitation centers are there. Palliative care centers are for those people who are seriously ill. So for their care, palliative care service centers are there. So how do you go about it? Like, can you go there alone? It is suggested that after this induction meeting, you get in touch with your supervisor. I am told that list of fieldwork supervisors are already available in the website of Mumbai Regional Center. So you have to get in touch with one supervisor and discuss that which settings you can do your 20 orientation visits. So 20 different visits you have to do, and then after doing the visit, you will have to write the report. How to write the report? So this pro forma is also given in the fieldwork journal. So you will have to write about the name, address, the objectives, the mission statement of the institute, who are the board members, the chief executive officers, what kind of programs they are handling, what type of work they are handling, for whom they are organizing those programs, and where are they working, whether the agency is registered or not, what is the structure of the agency, and if the agency or organization, what is the history, what are the sources of funding, are they funded privately or government are funding them, then what is the sort of infrastructure facilities, like kind of buildings they have, transport, communication aids, kind of equipments they're having, how they're utilizing, if they're utilizing it or not, what is the gap in utilizing those, then what is the relationship of that particular agency with the other agencies working on the same issue, with the government departments, relationship with PRIs or other organizations, other religious or associations. And then if the agency is facing any problem, and if you can propose any remedies for those problems, what are the future plan of the agency, if the agency has received any awards, recognition, and if it is affiliated with some other major agency like ActionAid, UNAIDS, and any other information you would like to share. So you have to concentrate on the learning process. You are visiting one agency, one setting in one day. So what should be your learning aim? So you have to look for what you have learned from today's visit, what knowledge you have gained, what kind of exposure did you get, what experience did you have, and how was your, if many times students, learners, they go for visits in a group of 2 or 3 or more. So what is your experience of doing the fieldwork or visit in a group, and then your observation about the agency staff and that day's activity. So you should go with an open mind, without any preconceived notion, without any bias, and you have to observe the agency, and then you have to write the report. So some other components in first semester fieldwork are self-evaluation report. So after you write the report, so first today induction meeting is happening, you will have to write a report in your journal about this induction meeting. Then you will contact your supervisor. You will discuss about your placement or which organizations you will be selecting for 20 visits. So then you will start, your fieldwork for orientation visit. After you make 5 orientation visit, you write the report, take the draft, meet your supervisor, show him the draft report, and then let supervisor give you comment on that, and you do the next visit according to his or her comments or suggestions. So after 5 orientation visit, you have to write about this meeting which you are having with your supervisor in the individual conference report. So after 5 visits, individual conference, again 5 visits you conduct, again you write the individual conference report, another 5 visits you conduct. So likewise, you will finish 20 reports and 5 individual conference report. After this whole process is over, you will have to write the self-evaluation report. So you will write about what did you learn about the fieldwork activity in that particular semester, what experience you gained, what skills you developed, what attitude, maybe probably earlier you may not have any knowledge of social work. So after visiting the agencies, you may develop some kind of, specific attitude, and how as a professional social worker you developed. So you have to really introspect, and then you have to write your self-evaluation report. And there is a summary report section where you will have to write date-wise and topic-wise the individual conferences and the orientation visits. That's the list. It is a kind of list. Then we have also provided a checklist before submitting. So that checklist is just, you have to see whether you have fulfilled all the criteria. Then at the end, at the 5th IC, you will show your journal to your supervisor. Supervisor will give global comments about you, because if you are doing your fieldwork under his supervision, he will be constantly giving you suggestions. He will be able to tell about you, your growth as a professional social worker. So that global comments is also written by the supervisor there. Now there is a new evaluation guide, notification, in which after this process is over, you will have to submit your journal to the regional center for evaluation. Regional center will arrange for the evaluation. Let's come to the fieldwork in the 2nd semester. Here also it is included, so 25 days is a total number of fieldwork days. 5 individual conferences are mandatory. In the second semester, you will only do 5 orientation visits in 5 different settings. So I have already explained you orientation visits, how to write reports. I have explained you which settings are there. You have to choose from those settings. And new component in the second semester is concurrent fieldwork. Now, concurrent fieldwork, you have to choose any one fieldwork setting and you have to go there for 15 days. So if you are selecting a school, for example, you will have to go there in that particular school for 15 days. Or if you're selecting any community service, particular community, or if you're choosing any NGO, you will have to visit that NGO for 15 days. And in the second semester, in the theory, you will learn about one of the primary method of social work, which is called community organization. So in this second semester, you will have to practice the method of community organization. So in the journal, you will find spaces, separate sections where you have to write report on individual conference. You will be able to write report on orientation visits 5. You will have to write 15 concurrent fieldwork visits report, and apart from that, 1 report of community organization. So now coming to concurrent fieldwork. So 15 days of fieldwork has to be done in any one fieldwork setting. You have to write the report of concurrent fieldwork practicum after you finish each visit, because many times you will forget what you observed, what you saw, what you did. So it is suggested that after visiting the organization, agency, or setting, you come back and write. So you may also carry a note or a diary there to jot down points, and based on those points, you can write your detailed fieldwork report. So it is better that you prepare a draft, correct it, and then submit the copy and write it in the journal, and then show it to your fieldwork supervisor. And of course, all your reports should be in your own handwriting, and you are not expected to type any report. And then, as I said, after writing 15 concurrent field reports, you will have to write the report on community organization. So there is a pro forma for writing the report of concurrent fieldwork, which is this. You have to write about the date, time, what are the activities you performed that day, what observations you had, did you have any teamwork activity, what were the tasks assigned to you, and what were your observations regarding the stakeholders, the client, the setting is having, and how the NGO is, offering their services, and any kind of administrative assignments if you are given there, and what kind of social work techniques you used. So social work techniques are several: listening, observation, interview. You will be reading it in the theory papers. As you start reading it, you should be able to practice all those methods during your fieldwork, because social work is not a theoretical course, it is a practice profession. So the more you are focusing on practicing whatever you are learning in the theory, the more successful you will become in life. And then you will also include in your report about the field instruction that you are expecting from your supervisor, your doubts and observation. And after you write this report, your supervisor will sign and give comments. Now, in the second semester, as I said, community organization is a method. You will be studying about it in detail, but let me give you a brief overview. It is a macro practice. It involves going to a community, participation of the residents of the community. You will have to see what are the problems the community is facing and how you can improve, you can involve them in improving their condition. It is generally a slow process, so don't have a very hi-fi objective, because you have to also look into your time limit, and because you only have got 15 days. And then you enter into the community. So you do a community profile, you identify what are the needs of the community. Some community may be having the need of potable drinking water, they may be having sanitation problems. So you identify those needs, you approach the leaders of the community, and then convince them that what can be done together to solve this problem. Conduct a meeting, consult the organization who are already working in the area, and see if you can do something along with them. So your idea is not teaching them anything, but involving them in their own benefit. And of course, in all these steps, you have to take guidance from your fieldwork supervisor. Coming to the third semester, this is BSWL 106. Here, again, 25 days is a total, which includes 5 individual conferences, 5 orientation visits in 5 different fieldwork settings, and 15 concurrent fieldwork in any one fieldwork setting. So if you, whatever setting you chose in the previous setting, you leave that setting and you go to another setting. So because then the work will not be, you will have a better exposure. So here in the third semester, you will practice the method of social casework. Social casework is also a primary method in social work. And you will be reading about this in your third semester theory course. So it is working with the individuals, to individuals who are having any problem in adjustment in the day-to-day functioning. So you will be working, we call them clients in social work terminology. So the purpose is to, have you exposure to the method of social work. Again, the time is limited, but casework as a process, the process is study of the case, that is the client, the problem, then assessing the problem, how to do intervention, then termination, definitely termination of casework, and then evaluation. So again, there are several principles, those are involved in casework, principle of individuality, principle of acceptance. So all those principles, techniques, you will be learning in how to conduct interview, all those you will be learning in this casework theory paper. So, and then you will have to take some simple cases like maybe a school dropout child. So you discuss with your supervisor that what kind of cases you can take and try to do some work with them. So in the fourth semester, again, 25 days of field work. Here, all the others remain same, but you will have to practice the method of social group work. Group work is another primary method of social work. Here you work in groups of few people. So groups are available in schools, a group of like 5 to 6 children of same age maybe. Like groups may be available in orphanages, old age homes, daycare centers. So also in open communities settings, like you have heard of self-help groups. So you can work with them. You can work with adolescent girls, adolescent boys, youth. And then there are several other types of groups like educational groups, personality development groups, recreational groups, etc. So again, when you study the group work in your theory course, you will learn about the various sessions, what are the phases of group work, evaluating group work. So try to practice it in your field work. So that will help you in your learning. In the fifth semester, all the other components remain same. You have to write here a report on social work research. So this you will be also studying as a theory paper. And in this social work research, you will have to select any topic of your interest, and fieldwork supervisor will guide you in selecting that topic also. So you should have some specific objective, why you have selected that topic, how to conduct the study, how to write the report. You have to take guidance constantly. How to write a research report after you finish the, the research, fieldwork, social work research. You will have to follow these methods like title, introduction, what is the problem, why there was a need to conduct the study, what was the objectives of the research, what methodology you followed, what in universe is there in the research, sampling, who are the people you interviewed, how did you prepare interview schedule, interview guide, and how did you administer, from whom you collected data, how did you analyze the data, recommendations, conclusion, and summary. Coming to the 6 semesters, again, within these 25 days, all these components remain same, but here additionally, you will have to write reports on social welfare administration and social action. So this is also a theory paper in the last semester. Now, social action is actually, both these are secondary methods in social work. So it is used for mobilizing masses to bring some kind of changes in the social system or to prevent any adverse changes. For example, social action may be for destruction of natural resources, alcoholism, dowry, poor housing, healthcare, some of the issues that are addressed through social action. So maybe you can use Right to Information Act, or you can see how it is being used, or you can find out how to file a public interest litigation or some kind of complaint. You can find out about all those processes, and you may not be able to be a part of a social action because not all agencies do social action, but definitely you may come across some social action event in your own locality or in the community or in the NGO. So those reports you have to write. So this kind, some few pointers are given in the journal also when you write the report, how to write those. Social welfare administration is another secondary method of social work. So you have to write about the agencies, how the agency is doing their planning, what is their structure, what is their functioning, and what is the management process. And then there's a method called post crop planning, organizing, describe, then financial aspect, all those things are included. So you have to write report accordingly. So these pages will be provided with the subtopics in the journal. Again, at the end, you have to write about your observation, comments, and it is better. You can give critical comments, but you discuss with your supervisor, and so that you should tend to be more professional than being overcritical about whatever is happening. So, in a nutshell, the components of fieldwork are induction meeting, which is happening today, and of course, if your supervisor would like to conduct one, and then orientation visits, concurrent fieldwork, practice of several social work methods, individual conference is important, self-evaluation report, global comments. So all these components are there in all the fieldwork in all the semesters, except concurrent fieldwork and practice is not there in the first semester. Some few guidelines I would like to give you. So I will show you after this the journal of the first semester. There are face sheets. When you start with the journal, face sheets is actually information, name, address. Of one face sheet is about the learner, about the student, about you. Another is about your supervisor. So the details should be written in that, and then some sign and seals are required of study center coordinator. And also many times it was observed that earlier batches, there were some cases of copying. Students usually go to the fieldwork in groups of 3, 4, 5. It is fine. You go together, you observe, do the fieldwork. But when you write the report, write whatever you understand. It should not be a word-to-word, copying of fieldwork reports. You write your own observation, you write your own experiences, you write your own thing. So that is suggested, and then journal should be submitted to the regional center. And also remember to keep an acknowledgement slip, because in case of any unforeseen event or if there are any loss, always keep a Xerox copy of a journal or a soft copy of the journal. So because it's a huge university, we deal with thousands, lakhs of students, so it might happen that there might be some, loss of the journal. So now, as I said earlier, you finish one semester fieldwork, then you can start the next semester. 3 to 6 is 6 years is the total years. You can complete it in 3 years if you are doing it on time, and then you can also have little bit relaxation till 6 years. After that, there is no relaxation. You have to finish it within 6 years. Okay, so this is for further clarification. You can contact me. I am Shantani, and this is the email ID bswinfo@ignou.ac.in. Before finishing, let me just show you one sample of this one, the report. Is the screen visible?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay, so this is a fieldwork journal of first semester. This is the face sheet I was talking, profile of the student. So this details, sorry, one second. So these are all the details, name, address of the study center, code, regional center, where the agency where you have visited. And first semester too, of course, concurrent visits.
Ma'am, screen is not visible.
It is not visible?
No.
Okay. I will just try and is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
It's visible here, ma'am.
It is visible only.
Okay, okay.
We can see it.
Right. So here you have to write all the details. First semester probably there was a mistake because there is no concurrent visit, only orientation visit. So you just keep this blank because in first semester there are many 20 orientation visits. You can't write all the addresses here. You just keep it blank. And then in the box, it is mandatory for the student to provide all the informations. And it is a very precious document, your journal, and you must keep it in a safe place and always maintain a separate personal diary with all the notings, as I said. And you also have to keep a photocopy and take an acknowledgement slip. So this is some information which is given. And this is a second phase sheet where you have to provide the profile of the fieldwork supervisor. Your supervisor will fill this name, address, phone, email, and all these details, area of specialization, and supervisor will sign here and study center coordinator will also sign here. And then as I was talking about, this is certificate which your supervisor will give so that you have finished all these components. And then the signature is there. And this is a contents page. We also have, so please read some of the informations which I have shared. It is everything given in the journal. Everything is given in the program guide. You also have to read the program guide very carefully. These guidelines which I was telling you step by step. So this is the induction meeting. So it is suggested you meet your supervisor then and write the individual conference, whatever discussions you have in the report. Then orientation visit 5. Then again, you have to start writing reports, individual conference, then after 5 reports. So here in the first semester, there is a pre-term self-assessment form. There are some questions and you just have to tick those. It is nothing, it is not for evaluation, it is for your general understanding. And then after the end of fieldwork, at the end of the report, you will find post-term self-assessment form. The same set of questions are there so that you can understand your change of knowledge or whatever knowledge you have gained. So individual conference 2 will start after 5 orientation visits, then orientation visit 6 to 10, then individual conference. So likewise, in the first semester, you have to follow. So some of the tips that I have given you, some limitations. So you should not plan a huge plan. Just focus on your learning. You should not be very critical and discuss everything with the supervisor. And journal, writing the journal is very important. Attendance is like mandatory, but you can see how you can do the 25 days. So that you have to see along with your supervisor. And these are the objectives that I said. Now, I was telling you about list of fieldwork settings. So here I have also listed in a broad manner what other several fieldwork settings. So that you always have a choice of visiting in case you are not getting in one particular setting. Pre-term self-assessment form, these are some questions which are given. So based on your knowledge, and the same questions you will see at the end of your report about the skills, about the attitudes, and about this total is given here. Then this log sheet you will find in all the 6 journals. It is basically to ensure that kind of attendance, you may say. So induction meeting, you will sign, give the date, you will sign, your supervisor allotted by study center will sign, then individual conference, whichever date you did, orientation visit. So here the supervisor, you should know that you have visited those organizations. You can also broadly, it is usually for the supervisor who is allotted by study center. So he should know that you are visiting those organizations for orientation visit. And then induction meeting. So everywhere you will find this, see, report. The space is provided for writing the report. So here, this is the place where you will be writing the report. So I think 4 pages are provided. In case you think that you have to write more, you can always attach sheets. Write in separate sheets and then attach it here. Date of submission, comments by FWS is fieldwork supervisor, and signature and date of fieldwork supervisor. Then individual conference. So this is how you will here write the date, time, duration, name of the supervisor, report. So what was discussed and what points, what conclusion you came about. So here also he has to sign, you will see the report. Then the orientation visits starts. So here also again the explanations are given. Whatever I discussed with you in detail, it is there. Please read it. It is there both in English and Hindi version. So you will have an idea that about all the centers. I have just mentioned here. Proforma I have shown you. The same proforma is given here and with explanation. So if you always come back and read the journal, because everything is clearly mentioned and explained, and then how to write reports. So this is a proforma of orientation visits. So likewise 5 orientation visits, report, and then individual conference, again 5 orientation visit, then individual conference. All the spaces are provided here. Let me just go down and see about the global comments. This is the 20th orientation visits, and then this is the last individual conference. This will be the last conference where you will be meeting your supervisor for final submission. Complete all the reports, individual conference report, self-evaluation, summary report, term and self-assessment form, complete the checklist. So then supervisor will see you and then he will return it to you, then you will submit to the regional center. So this is the report. Then self-evaluation report, I was telling you. You will have to write about your knowledge gain, skills, attitude, and development of professional self. So these all aspects you have to write in detail. And in case you feel space is limited, always attach pages, no problem. Summary report of first semester fieldwork. So name of the agency, you will just mention the name where you visited and which day. That's it. Name of the agency or setting, and then the date. So likewise 20, you will have to write. Then individual conference, where the conference was conducted. It is always in study center, but in case it is not happening, maybe you can mention the place, office, or phone telephonically also here, or emails. Emails is also better because now in COVID times, we have to also rely on the technology. So this is also accepted, time, date. So, but some kind of proof should be there that you are in constant touch with your supervisor. Then term and self-assessment form, as I said, this is nothing for evaluation. It is for your own general understanding. The same questions are repeated here. So you will be able to understand how much you have gained knowledge. And then the checklist, as I was saying, always read the program guide. It is available with you, program guide of BSWG. There are certain little bit of change because regarding submission of journal, which with the updated version will be uploaded. Now we have the previous version because the guidelines came in November later on. So guidelines for student, face sheets, etc. All this you have to just tick, attended. If you have done all this, written the reports, then you have to tick. If you have not completed, go back and finish, and then you submit and show it to your fieldwork supervisor. So here, your evaluation. So you also read this part that under knowledge, what you are expected to understand, gain, skills. What kind of skills you should be focusing on? What kind of attitudes you should be focusing on? So what is meant by development of professional self? So these are all abilities to, many times we have personal bias about some topic, some issue. So we have to keep our biases aside, go in an open mind and meet with people, work with people, because social work is working with people. And then ability to control frustration, anger, because in social work field, you will find a lot of tragic events and which are situations which will be very not be very comfortable for you. So you will have to you should know how to deal with those. So that kind of abilities you should develop, and ability to react to different situation and with diverse types of people. So these are all skills that we acquire when we go to the field. So that kind of development of the professional self is mandatory. Then fieldwork supervisor will go and give you global comments because he or she will be observing you throughout the semester. So he will know what to write. And grade sheet. So once you submit your journal in the regional center, that will be sent to SED, Student Evaluation Division, for evaluation, and SED will organize give it to the examiner, and then marks will be assigned out of 200. So this is the whole and you have to get a minimum 35% out of 200 to pass in the fieldwork. So this is important. So this is all I had to share. Thank you so much for listening. Please, if you have some queries, you can ask me.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I think this is the platform where all the students, because generally there are queries which regional center can resolve there about assignment submission and examination form and other details. But fewer times, because there are, as just now madam has presented, so detailed things about the field work which you have to perform, you should have to complete at field. Submission dates also we will inform, and other things also we can do, but such so much details cannot be provided sometimes from the regional center. So definitely it was useful. So if any learner has any question specially related to field work, agar koi bhi confusion hai, you can unmute yourself and ask the questions to ma'am. Somebody is asking about how do I get the journal. देखिए ये journal ये जो है material का ही set होता है. It will be sent at your address only. At your registered address you will get if you have not yet received. And somebody, if they have opted soft copy, they have to take the print out. Anybody else, they can unmute themselves and ask the questions.
Yeah, regarding the study materials, I have to mention here, because we all know that last year, because of COVID, the process of printing is little bit kind of slowed down, but it is happening now. All the materials have gone there, so hard copy might take some time for you to, like, it will reach you a little bit later probably, but soft copies are uploaded in IGNOU eGyan Kosh portal. And also we have a IGNOU e-content app, mobile app, that you can download from Play Store of Android phone. IGNOU e-content. So materials are also uploaded there, and a few materials definitely it will be uploaded at the end of this month. So the process is going on, but please understand, because of COVID, things were a little slowed down, but it will be, now it will happen fast. Any other question?
Ma'am, every time the lecture will be there or what?
Sorry, I could not get you.
Ma'am, every time the lecture will be there, or you will send the link, or we have to attend the lecture.
A lecture means academic counseling sessions. Those are organized by the study center. So once you know your study center, they will inform you about academic counseling sessions. And see, in ODL, Open and Distance Learning Mode in IGNOU, there is no fixed kind of classes or lectures happening. Like all the theory courses will have will cover all the lessons. It is not like that, like it is happening in conventional colleges, like face to face, wherever the teaching is happening, it is happening that all subjects are taken into, or all the topics are taken into account. In academic counseling in IGNOU, you are supposed to read on your own, and whatever problems, queries you have to go to the study center, meet your academic counselor and discuss. And usually study centers, they prepare a kind of a schedule for the for the academic counseling sessions. Whenever they prepare the schedule, you keep checking their website, be in touch with the coordinator, and you go and attend those academic counseling sessions. So you have to be more proactive. You have to be more proactive as a student in ODL. So you should not expect that classes नहीं हो रहा है, classes क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, मैं पढ़ाई कैसे करूं, ऐसा नहीं है. आप पढ़ लीजिए, और कोई भी आपको दिक्कत है, एकेडमिक काउंसलर्स है, वो भी फैकल्टी हैं कॉलेजेस में, वो आपको मदद करेंगे, और स्टडी सेंटर कोऑर्डिनेटर के वो आप यू कीप इन टच विद देम, सो दे विल बी एबल टू हेल्प यू.
For the one who's doing correspondence, then
Yeah, this is, we ours is open and distance learning. So you will have to, from the study materials you will read those, and also classes, academic counseling sessions are organized, you can attend those. It is not mandatory to attend, but you can attend those. For fieldwork it is mandatory to attend. Okay, any other question?
Anybody else who want to ask any question?
Do we have to travel far for that fieldwork? One question I have seen here. See, usually fieldwork, you have to do it in your own locality. you know your supervisor, you inform, you discuss with your supervisor, you can select some organizations, you can select some fieldwork settings within your locality. You need not travel far. You do it in your locality or whichever is nearby to you, but your supervisor should know where you are doing your fieldwork. And you have to be in constant touch, take his guidance. How do I get the journal? Journal is available it will be sent to you along with the study material. It is part of a study material, and also it is uploaded in the eGyanKosh and eContent app. Okay. Any other question? How do I get in touch with the supervisor? Okay. So usually list of supervisors are provided in the study center. So study center coordinator usually provides you the name of the supervisor, allot you the supervisor. But in Mumbai, I am told that list of supervisors are available in the Mumbai Regional Center website. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So you can also choose one supervisor and contact him. From which website or link we will get the soft copies of IGNOU study material. IGNOU, when you open the IGNOU website, I'm typing it here, www.ignou.ac.in. You go to this website, then there is a section on eGyanKosh. Okay, since everybody is online, I will also show that. Okay, I will share how to see eGyanKosh. Okay, just I will share that. Your enter screen. So is it visible? Uh-oh. I am sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope IGNOU website is. See, this is the IGNOU website, www.ignou.ac.in. See, in the front page only IGNOU eGyanKosh is there. So you click this, then see there are several things, FB live recorded videos, self-learning materials. So the books that we sent is we call self-learning material in ODL. So there are YouTube videos also of all courses, not only social work. There is SWAYAM course content. There are also several courses, but you click here, self-learning material. You go to School of Social Work. See, I was telling you about several schools of studies. Ours is School of Social Work. You click here, levels, go to levels. There are the programs that we are offering, bachelor's degree, certificate, diploma, master. So you are in bachelor's degree. Now you go to current, and then don't click this. It is the earlier version. You are enrolled in BSWG. So both English and Hindi are there. So English May semester 1. See, this is a theory paper, professional social work. Click on this. Block 1, there are 4 blocks. You click in any one block, and then all the units you can download. So unit 1, if you do, you can view it. Right click, open in new webs. See, this has opened. So this is the study material. Again, you go back. You can click on any other unit, or similarly other blocks are there, other books. Then you go back, fieldwork journal is there, the one which I showed you just now. So view open, English. So this is downloaded here. So you can open when done. So this is downloaded, okay? So this is how it is done. Stop sharing. And okay.
Next will be this assignment question papers, I think not yet uploaded for BSWG.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Assignments were sent earlier, and it is also sent. And for some reason it was not uploaded. But by the end of this, as soon as possible, it will be uploaded. Definitely, I'm aware of it. I'm told it is not uploaded, but it was sent earlier from the school. All the assignments of all subjects. I mean, all programs. But definitely, it will be uploaded. Okay.
Yes, so but students, there are a few English courses also, or Hindi if you have opted. BGLA 135, 136. ऐसे भी question papers हैं, assignments हैं. Means these assignments have already been uploaded. Just for your BSWG के जो particular specific programs courses हैं, they will be uploaded very shortly.
Yeah, they will be uploaded at the earliest. Half of the study material I got remaining. When I get that? See, by the end of this month, because it is being provided to MPDD, so they have to finalize it, and I'm behind pursuing them. So definitely it will be get uploaded. So for only for this, because because of the lockdown, things were little slow, but you will get it. So
Okay.
please have some patience. Yeah.
Yes.
Where do we
Uh,
download
j-
program guide from? Program guide is also, again, I showed you eGyan Kosh. There only program guide is also uploaded. What is the academic period of first year? Academic period of first year is July 2020 to June 2021. So this is the scheduled year. But as I said, you always have an option to finish it within 6 years. So in case you are unable to appear for exam in June 2021, you can definitely appear in December 2021 exam. Or if you can't do the fieldwork on time, you can do it subsequently. So if you are submitting the assignment of the theory courses, you can appear for those theory paper in June 2021. After completion of 1 year only, you are eligible to appear for exam. How to submit assignments, as uh, our regional director also said, sir, that you have to submit it in the portal, regional center portal, and there will be some centralized submission system that you will be notified. Please keep checking the website of Mumbai Regional Center. They have also a Mumbai Regional Center website. So please keep checking the website. It is always notified there. Can you share your number for further question? I have shared my email. Please write here. You will definitely get a response at igno.ac.in. Okay. And any other questions?
uh, yes, I think the queries have been done, ma'am.
Huh.
Maybe just and the thing is, everything you all have been informed about the assignment submission. April will be the most important month for you all learners, where you have to submit assignments, submit examination form, apply for second year admission, and your exams will be in the month of June 2021. Field work, madam has already informed, that also will be in the month of submission, will be in the month of April and May. Ma'am, is the same thing followed, that they first have to complete semester 1 ka field work, and then only they can go for semester 2 ka field work? The same thing will be
Yeah,
followed.
same thing followed. See, usually I will tell you the pattern is when SED receives a journal by April, then their journal is evaluated with the June exam, schedule. So they get the result. In case the learner is not able to submit within that period, he can submit later, and that will be considered in the November, along with they have decided 2 months, April and November. So when it is
Yes,
all the journals that they receive till November, that gets evaluated along with the December, exam. So this is a kind of deadline. So, but don't panic that if you can't submit within April, then you can't do it. You can do it subsequently and submit it as and when you finish.
yes. So I think most of the things are clear, but in future, again, if you have any other type of query, for normal administrative queries or anything else, you can always send email to RC Mumbai at rcmumbai@ignu.ac.in. And for any other academic support, you can send email to madam. We also have experienced at regional center level that the queries for BSW and MSW are always answered by the respective email IDs. The thing, another thing about the supervisor, so other learners, some learner was also asking. The list has already been uploaded at the website under eSiksha tab. If you go to rcmumbai.ignu.ac.in, under eSiksha tab, the list of supervisors is already uploaded. You can contact those supervisors for guiding you for your field work. Suppose in case, because there are some about 40 or 45 supervisors who are eligible, who are approved for guiding the BSW learners as in total. Suppose in case the field works are not available, mostly you will get, but in case you do not get, you can get your own supervisor. So anybody who has MSW and has 2 years ka experience, generally we prefer, they can become your guide. Just for that, you will have to send the biodata to regional center.
Session,
Yes, sir.
you can show our website as well as the changing of creating the user ID for change of the address or
Yes, sir.
regional center, and also you
Yes,
show our Siksha tab, that where they will get the counseling schedule and other information
yes.
website. You show them.
Okay, so first thing will be about the assignments. Even if you just type in the Google that uh, IGNOU assignment, you will get the link. The exact link is webservices.ignou.ac.in/assignments. This is the tab where the question paper for the assignment question papers for all programs, let it be master, bachelor, certificate, diploma, PG diploma, all programs ka assignment has been uploaded here. Even in most of the cases, the assignments have been uploaded for last 6 to 7 years. But what is important for the learners is that now in your case the assignment whichever is uploaded is still will be the latest one only, as this will be the first time. But as we were discussing about the other courses ka assignment, that is suppose BEGLA 135, BEGLA 136, maybe BVA is there, if I'm not wrong. Suppose BEGLA 135 and 136 is there, that you will get in BA CBCS, BAG CBCS. You have to click at BAG CBCS. Now again here all the question papers are available. Just for example, we take BGLA 135. You click, you have to solve the latest assignment question papers only. Now how to check that the question paper is valid for you or not? Here it is written that it is for July 2020 and January 2021 session. Now the learners of July 2020 are supposed to submit their assignments in April, and for the 2021 will be eligible for October. So as you all have taken admission in July 2020 session, this assignment question paper is valid for you. So all those who have BGLA 135, their question paper is already here. The same thing is for BHDLA, that is Hindi, English, or whatever course you have selected in optional. The question paper is already available. You can start writing your assignments. The material is also available in soft copy if you have not received for BGLA or BHDLA. This is how you can check for the assignments. The other important thing, as we were also discussing about the regional center website. There are two websites. One is the main IGNOU website that Madam has already shared her screen, ignou.ac.in. The second one is RC Mumbai Regional Center ka website, that is rcmumbai.ignou.ac.in. Now it will be a good practice if you start visiting the Regional Center Mumbai website at least twice in at least once in a week or twice in 10 days, so that you do not miss any update, because some of the time students say that they do not get any update. Most of the information will be provided to you during the induction meeting. If you do not attend the induction meeting, suppose when to submit the examination form, when to submit assignments, such things ka update you will not get, because all these things have been informed today. So you have to submit the assignments in April, submit the examination form in April. But all these updates are also given at our website. So when you visit the website, there are two important tabs where you have to visit and where you have to check for all the latest updates. The two tabs, the first one, as our regional director sir has already informed, is e-Siksha tab. It is at the home page only. We have the regional center has given it, e-Siksha. Once you click the e-Siksha tab, the very first thing is about e-Siksha ki baat regional director ke saath. This is the grievance redressal camp, basically e-grievance redressal camp, which Regional Center Mumbai organizes every Friday at 11 a.m. So on every Friday at 11 a.m., Regional Center Mumbai will come live at Google Meet app. Anybody, any IGNOU student can join and get their queries solved on spot. The regional director himself will be there, and we will be the regional center will answer all your queries. So once you click here at 11 a.m. on Friday, every Friday, you will join the meeting. Apart from that, like social network of RC. So basically this e-Siksha tab is to give all the links at one place, so that you do not have to search here and there. The YouTube channel link is there, the Facebook page ka, link is there, Twitter handle, all these are the social media accounts of Regional Center Mumbai. You can follow and subscribe all these for the latest updates. Suppose this recorded session will also be uploaded at our YouTube channel, that there also you can see. Then the induction meeting schedule and the recorded session of other induction meetings, program wise induction meetings, the recorded session has already been uploaded. Then other things, and then the thing like submission of assignments. As of now, every regional center is accepting the assignments separately. As sir also told, that that mostly in this particular session, when you will be submitting the assignment, it will be unified. There will be only one portal where you all have to submit. That will be updated at our main website as well as our regional center website. Now the list of approved guide list, there are two list. One is MAPC ka approved guide list, and there is then different one is other programs. When you click the other programs, a list will be appear, which will be downloaded, a 12 page ka list, where her program ka, for every program, the list of counselors is given. In this, if you search for BSW or MSW, both will work for you. You can get their contact details, and you can contact them through email for guiding you in your field work. So this was another thing. The second tab will be notice board. Some other important. Just wait. Some other important details like the assignment submission ka date has been extended, examination form ka date has been extended, tentative date sheet for. As you all can see, if you visit the website once, you will get to know about the details which are being updated at this tab as well. So these are the two most important tabs from where you can get all the updates, latest updates about IGNOU and your studies. So it is very important. There, the next important thing which IGNOU has started and is mostly, and it will be compulsory for all very soon to register. Even for re-registration also, this portal only you have to use. The portal means Samarth portal. The link for the direct link for that Samarth portal is also given at our website, that is online student support. You can go from here also, or you can just go ignu.samarth.edu.in. Now this portal, I will just explain a little bit about this portal. As of now, when the university is accepting, suppose somebody wants to change their address, somebody wants to change their mobile number, regional center, study center. So all these changes and many other activities like filling up the examination form or re-registration. Now, few of them were earlier offline, like changes wala ke liye, you have to submit the application. Now, everything has been made online. Now, how it can be done in online mode is through this particular portal. Now, whether you have taken online admission or offline admission, whether you have taken admission in 2020, 2019, or you had taken admission in 2013, 14, or 2012, and your admission is valid, everybody has to create new password. आप सब लोगों ने online admission लेते वक्त एक पासवर्ड बनाया था, वो पासवर्ड अभी यहाँ पे कुछ यूज नहीं है. आपका यूजर नेम आपका एनरोलमेंट नंबर रहेगा, पासवर्ड आपको जनरेट करना है न्यू रजिस्ट्रेशन पे जाके. इसका एक वीडियो भी रीजनल सेंटर मुंबई ने बनाया हुआ है. that video has also been uploaded at our YouTube channel. 9 to 10 minutes का एक वीडियो है where you all can go and you can check that how to register in this portal. It will just take 3 to 4 minutes. Once you get registered, in fact, assignment question papers ka links you will get there, examination form ka link you will get there. You will be able to apply re-registration from there, and many other things are already there, and few more will be added soon as well. So this portal registration is compulsory for all, so you all can apply for registration at this portal. Yes, sir. I think these two we have done, sir. Now maybe.
Yeah, I think this is all sufficient. I hope everyone got the clarity about their studies and the other process. I think if there is no questions and
Sir, when is the fieldwork is going to start and how will I get to know?
I think already Dr. Sayantani has clearly explained you. I think, Madam, on the phone.
Yeah, as I said, fieldwork you have to touch with your fieldwork supervisor. Study center will have a list of fieldwork supervisor. Fieldwork supervisor is also, the list is available in Mumbai Regional Center website, which was just shown now. So you get in touch with your supervisor and get guidance from him.
Hello.
And you have to take the initiative to start the field work. Nobody is going to call you and ask you, come, we will do field work. It's not like that in ODL. So you have to contact the supervisor and get guidance. Yeah. So then now your next step is contact your supervisor and discuss with him how to go about the field work and where to do orientation visits. If you have any options of orientation visit, you tell him and you go there and follow all the guidelines, read your journal thoroughly. So and then discuss with your supervisor, and that's how you have to start the field work. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Sir, your mic is muted. Uh, Sir, your mic is muted. We are not able to hear. No, sir. Uh, सर योर माइक इज म्यूटेड मे बी आप एक बार अनम्यूट कर लेंगे तो आवाज आएगा
Ma'am, can you just send this thing, the ignore email ID again? Because I left the meeting, no, so it all went away. Only one time now. Thank you so much, ma'am.
ओके
I think all worries have been cleared. There is no issue. I think we can close.
Yeah.
Yeah, madam, I once again thank you, Dr. Sayandhani, for spending the time and interacting with the students. Students, finally, I inform you all. I think I don't know that still students are having how the examination will be conducted. We told very clearly, examination will be conducted offline only. There is a examination centers, the list and everything will be available in our website exam.igno.ac.in. You all have to fill the examination form in the month of April or the May. You have to fill accordingly. You have to visit website. There the link will be given. You have to pay 150 rupees for each course. How many papers you want to write? That paper scale you have to pay the fees. Then you will be getting the hall ticket by end of the May, and the June 1st onwards the examination will start. The thing. Okay, I think one request, you all please visit our websites and you will get the information, all the information, and also send the email to Regional Center Mumbai. And also you can attend the Friday student grievance redressal drives. Then your issues will be clear. I request the students, this is the beginning only. No need to worry. Your journey just now started. You have to travel 3 years. We are going to meet in the several occasions. Frequently, we will meet. There is no issue. No need to take the tension. We are all here to provide you support services. Whether the faculty from the Delhi or the regional center academics and the regional director or the study center, part-time functionaries, we are all here to provide you support services at any time, Monday to Friday, morning 10 to evening 5. any student can visit. If your issue is not solved with our staff, I am sitting here, regional director. You can come and meet me also. All your issues we will solve, and be comfortable. Take care about your health and your family health, and no need to take any tension. I thank Dr. Saintani,
Thank you, sir.
all the learners, and Saintani. Even last time also we had organized with the School of Social Work, MSW, as well as the BSW. They are very much ready to help the students, and they are all the time coming forward to give the information. You feel free to even sending the emails to Dr. Saitani regarding your subject matters. Now, these are all the things. Local train pass means how you will get local train pass. It is only for the examination. Whenever you are writing the examination, last time we have given why you want to travel in the local train. What is the need to travel in the local train related to your studies? We are organizing the counseling sessions through online. Even these meetings also through online. Why you want to travel? Even examination is offline. At the time, this railway will give you the ticket. Last time also we have given. No need to visit any study center. No need to visit any regional center also. All your queries you can submit through this email. If any emergency, you can travel in the bus. Bus is allowed to all the people in the Mumbai. Don't go into that type of the things which I don't encourage. The things people are taking, this one is a different way where related to your studies. Only you please concentrate in this type of the meetings. I'm telling very strictly, this is a university where not like that one. Okay, please be comfortable related to your academic matters at any time. As a regional director, it is my responsibility to provide you better student support services. I wish you all the best. Take care, everyone. I think Shashank, you can close the meeting. Madam, thank you.
Thank you so much. All the best, students. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you to all. Special thanks to Dr. Sayantini ma'am, who accepted the invitation of Regional Center, and she came in the induction meeting to guide all the learners. Ma'am, we thank you on behalf of all the students and Regional Center Mumbai.
Most welcome.
I once again thank all the learners, and we hope, as sir told, that this is just the beginning. You all can always remain in touch with us through our website, Facebook page, and through email at any point of time. With this, we are closing the session. Thank you.